Welcome back! In this tutorial, we'll be looking at how to create and edit a Connect set. Connect sets help developing and struggling writers, as well as English language learners, take their first steps to independent writing. Children are provided with clusters of words, phrases and/or pictures so that they can build an extended piece of text. Let's have a look at how to create your own Connect set. First, go to the Click a Set ribbon and click New. And then select Connect Set from the writing grids. This takes you to Edit View with one default grid created for you. We can now add our own content to that grid. To add text to a cluster, select the cluster and type in the content box up here. Cells in the cluster are automatically created for each word. If you want to group words together in a cell within a cluster, put brackets around those words. We'll add some more words to these next few clusters. You can also select individual cells to add or edit content in that cell. And when you have a cell selected in a cluster, you can delete cells or add. We'll add a cell here. When you have a cluster selected, you can add another cluster to the grid, or you can delete a cluster. We'll delete this cluster. You can also resize any cluster by selecting it and then dragging the red handles. You can add pictures to individual cells by clicking on the cell. It automatically searches for pictures based on the text in the cell. Or you can draw a picture or take a photo. But you can also use Picturize to add pictures to a whole grid or to a cluster. We'll select this cluster and then click here and choose Picturize. It looks for graphics in the QuickPix 2 library and then automatically adds them to the cells. We'll maximise the cell height for this cluster so that the pictures appear larger. We can also change the colour of any cell or cluster by simply selecting it and then choosing a colour. You can also change the colour of a grid. By clicking here, you can move the first cluster of cells to the top. In this case, to highlight the different sentence starters that are offered. To add additional grids, either choose Duplicate, useful if you want to keep the same layout as your existing grid, or choose Add, which gives the original default grid. Either way, you can then edit the content on the new grids, just like we did for the first one. Click Go to use the Connect set. To save the Connect set, go to the Click a Set ribbon and click Save. Be sure to visit Learning Grids for hundreds of free, ready-made Connect sets that you can use and edit for your learners. Thanks for watching. See our other tutorials for more Clicker features.